Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is November 12th, 2025, and this is a quick look at Tesla. Tesla, I'm going to let you know right up front, I am an owner of Tesla. I have shares of Tesla, so I am trading Tesla at this time. What I'm looking at, though, is it time to sell or is it time to buy? This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. Let's jump over to the chart right quick and see what we see. Right now, we are getting this is on the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, we are getting a red monthly chart, red month, and all. So that's what I see here on this monthly chart. So that's got me a little concerned. That's why I've been selling my calls pretty consistent here lately since it got close to my top where my target is at. So I start selling calls right away because, again, at this point, I don't mind if the stock actually gets called away and all. So that's what I see there. So that's why I'm still in it, and I'm at the point where I'm doing a little bit more closer look at it and paying a little bit more attention to the position at this time. So next, what I'm going to do here, let's go down to the weekly chart. Just like I do on all my other things, this is kind of like how I go about looking at everything and all and stuff. What I see here on this weekly chart is that Tesla has been kind of consolidating. We can see Tesla has been kind of like in a range here. This is the little area that it's been trading at. I had sold the call last week and all, and I kind of closed that call, rolled that call. And I close that call, roll that call. Yeah, close that call, you sell another call, and all. And I usually do it at the same level that I had sold the previous call at. So that's what I do, and all. And this is what I'm seeing here on this weekly chart. But this is what got me all kind of like, I'll do a little video on Tesla and kind of talk about what I'm doing here, and all, and let you see what I'm seeing here. So in these moving averages here, as you can see here on here, this is just the 50 and the 200. That's all this is. This is just the 50 and the 200. These averages. That's the 50 and this is the 200 down here. That's all those are. You can see it up here. 50 and 200. Nothing special here at all. But let's go down to this daily chart. Let me change my arrow back up, not there. Change my arrow back. Let's go down to this daily chart and see what we see here. And what got me really kind of concerned here. I had sold, like I had said, I had sold my call. It had dropped down. It was time to it had dropped down to here, and it was time to close that call, roll that call out. I usually like waiting sometimes, but since we're near the top and Tesla options are pretty juicy, I don't mind. I sell those calls right away. At a place where, again, since I've been holding the stock for some time I'm okay just selling the calls. I don't need to buy a put. I don't need to do anything like that. I'm not looking to play the downside, even though it's been in a little bit of a down channel here recently. But right now it's at this 50. This is the 50 again on the daily chart, and I see that it's bouncing. It might be bouncing here. So this time when I sold my call, I thought about buying a call also, using some of that credit to actually purchase a call and see how that worked out. I was going to purchase that call somewhere above the area where I had bought my call. I had sold my call, and I still would have been able to receive, get some credit, overall credit on the trade. So I was kind of okay with it. But again, based on your broker and based on my broker didn't allow me to do the trade and all. So, well, it was saying it was some kind of fault. And then I looked at it, it was no fault. I had stock. I should have been okay selling the call, and I should have been okay buying the call. It's just a spread. That's that. And it should have been okay. And I could do it separately. I was able to do it separately if I really wanted to do it, But I decided that, but when that happened, that got me into that whole thing. Do I really want to do the trade? So I started looking a little closer at the chart, just to kind of like decide what I was doing. And looking a little closer at the chart, what I see, the market, it crossed the 50 back here, came back down to the 50, test the 50 here, test the 50 here, and kind of took off from this point here. And after this last test of the 50, now it's back at where it had hit the 50 once before, last week Friday. And today is Wednesday, and it's back down here to the 50 again. So what really also got me where I kind of, once I started looking at it, I'm kind of hesitating about buying the call, because right now at this point, we do have a bearish engulfing. It's not really in the best location. It's near bottom. It's also near the 50 moving average, but it is what it is. It is a bearish pattern here on this daily time frame. And I'll zoom in just a little bit more where you can see it a little bit better and all. This bearish pattern right here, these two candles here. We had a doji, now we got a red candle. The other thing is that I'm looking at right now, these are my weekly pivots and all. And you should be able to see that up here if you just look. These are weekly pivots and stuff. So I'm underneath pivot. So I'm under pivot. Even though I started out the week under pivot. It went a little bit above pivot, came back down below pivot, kind of like what I kind of like under pivot, stay under pivot. So, but it made a peak above pivot. Now it's back under pivot. So I'm wondering if I'm going to get a confirmation of this bearish looking pattern. So that kind of got me hesitating about buying that call. But selling that call, I had to put that on like right. I wanted to go ahead and take the credit. It was down under 50 cents. I'll put it that way. So I closed that call. Because I sold it, I got timed the market pretty good. I had sold it at this level and it's down here, close it and then sold another one at that level again So everything went great there. But buying that call, the thing is, if we get confirmation of this pattern, I might be a little bit early to the party to try to buy a call at this time. So that's got me kind of where, you probably should just wait, and don't throw your money away and just keep that extra little $100 that you got on this particular trade and not do that. So that's what I'm seeing here at this time, and that's what kind of like prompted this video. It's kind of like taking a quick look at what's there. It looks good. You're getting a bounce here on the 50. But would you be early to the party? What do you think? That's all I really want to share at this time. This is a Right Side Trader. Hope this has been helpful, kind of like showing you how I kind of look at things. And let's see what's going to happen with Tesla. Are we going to get a bounce here, or are we going to get some more follow through to the downside? Let me know what you think. The other thing, I'm also going to do a little quick analysis of Netflix. Netflix is getting ready to do a 10-to-1. So I'm kind of wondering, when will I buy Netflix? I do plan on buying Netflix. I was wondering, should I buy it now or wait until after the split? What I'm going to do, it's not what I usually do. What I'm going to do and what I always do is wait until after the split, because we usually get a little bit of a pullback. But you never know. It could take split and run. But I'm kind of expecting that little bit of a pullback, and I plan on getting into it at that time. And I will be putting out a little video on a little review of how I'm looking at Netflix also. And I'll do it before Monday. I won't do it today because my time is up for the day in front of the market. And I'll speak to you maybe tomorrow. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Right Side Trader here. Bye.